So, for those of you guys who don't remember GamerGate, you probably been sleeping under a rock. But back in 2014, the reason GamerGate ever happened was because of a person named Zoe Quinn. They made a game called Depression Quest. It's like a little cartoonish game. Like, what's it look like? It's an indie game. So basically, Zoe Quinn has worked for a long time in the indie gaming industry. They've made quite a few games. It's basically like, as Gamer Bros would say, a walking simulator. It's kind of a weird game, but hey, they made it. It's a game. I've never played it, never really been interested in it, but hey, indie game developers support indie game developers, all that stuff. Cool. But Zoe Quinn was pretty well known in the gaming industry, and basically when they made this game, Depression Quest, this dude, I don't remember what his name is, basically wrote if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, basically wrote like an op-ed, or like a fucking post or some shit, where he exposed Zoe Quinn for, I guess, having sex with games journalists for not good reviews, but for endorsement and for like free advertising for her game. And so this started Gamergate. A lot of the Gamer Bros started by claiming that the Gamergate was about like ethics and games journalism, but no, it was really just a bunch of sweaty Gamer Bros who are really mad that, I guess, gamer women can use their vaginas to get good reviews on their games, and that women in gaming are exploiting men, and feminism bad, feminism ruining gaming. You guys already know all this. Gamergate was fucking cancer, okay? Gamergate was bad. You guys already know this. However, if we go look at this, Zoe Quinn is back in the news again after a very long time of not much. Hey, Alec, thanks for the for negging me in my own chat. We're talking about the Zoe Quinn thing. So Zoe Quinn came out about if you guys have like experienced like sexual assault or sexual harassment, you guys might want to not listen to this, because this will definitely fucking bring up some it'll trigger you. It'll unironically trigger you. So basically, let's read Zoe Quinn's statement. I want to say up front that I'm not saying this for anyone but me and the other people that I know have been hurt by him, and might in the future be hurt. I read Nathalie Lawhead's post about her rapist being an industry legend who took advantage of her and poisoned her career, and it shook me to my core. Her waning health, her fear, the way she described all of it feeling like drowning, and my heart broke for her. Beyond that, I felt ashamed. So many of the little details, down to the timing, had been things I've gone through too, just a few months into my time as an indie game developer, and it's haunted me ever since. It's why I don't go to GDC anymore. I'm drowning too. A few months into making games, I was sexually assaulted. My visa status was threatened if I told anyone. And he went out of his way to tell the community that I'd falsely accused him of rape, and when I hadn't said anything to anyone. But a third party who saw it happen first-handed confronted him about it the next day. This story isn't about him. After years of therapy and working on himself, he reached out and apologized for everything, and I've forgiven him, but that's the background of this story. 1 month after the assault, I wanted to leave Toronto. I was scared, I couldn't sleep, and I almost killed myself over it. I had a suicide note and everything ready to go, but I just didn't want to do that to my roommate. Enter Alec Holowka, who is the person this is about. He game-ended himself recently. Yeah, the one from Aquaria and Night in the Woods. These are two games that he was responsible for making, or in part responsible for making. He was one person who I felt like in my newly chosen field had my back. We talked about how great and cheap Winnipeg was, and we flirted and talked on Skype for hours. Skype. He knew I was in an incredibly vulnerable place, and he asked me to come visit him in Winnipeg to see if I'd want to start an indie house there with 3 friends I've been talking about the idea with. Basically, an indie house is like you pitch in, become roommates, you all have a house together, and you develop indie games. It's like having your own little indie game studio. Really neat, but as you can see, it didn't exactly go well. And if the thing between us was as cool as it seemed at a distance, and to see if the things would be as cool as it seemed from a distance. 2 weeks, I'd buy the plane ticket there. He'd buy my plane ticket back. He knew I couldn't afford it otherwise, so that was the deal. I wouldn't get home for a month, and only then, it was because my roommate used his miles to get me out of his apartment that he had physically confined me to. So basically, I've already read this, but for the sake of not getting demonetized and snapped, like demonetization is like the least bad thing that could happen to me here. She goes on to explain that Alec Holowka kept her trapped, like against her will, in his apartment for a month, and repeatedly sexually assaulted her by, as she says in her own words, shoving his fingers inside her. It's really fucked up. Now a lot of the gamer bros in chat, if you're like a gamer bro and you already hate Zoe Quinn, you may think she's making this up for attention. She's done shit like this before, maybe, I don't know. Because I think she was she the one that, I don't remember. Was it Zoe Quinn that wrote like a fake? I don't know if this is even true because I learned this back during the GamerGate days. So I don't remember correctly, but back in the GamerGate days, apparently, and I don't know if it was Zoe Quinn or like Brianna Wu or Anita Sarkeesian, wrote a fake hate review, like a fake hate comment on the Steam Marketplace on their game to make it look like they were getting more hate than they were. I don't know. Oh god, I'm too tired for this shit. Okay. So basically, they go on to explain what happened. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm too tired for this shit. Yeah, So basically, they go on to explain what happened, and it was pretty fucked up. Zoe Quinn was sexually assaulted numerous times, like over the course of a month. They were abused, and then on top of that, after Zoe Quinn came out and made this accusation, Scott Benson, who is the co-creator of Night in the Woods, the game that he and Alec Holowka made, after Alec Holowka killed himself, he went into detail about his take on it. He explained that he believes Zoe Quinn. He explained that Alec Holowka was an abusive person in general. He was manipulative. He would threaten suicide in order to manipulate friends and people he was interested in dating. He would physically and emotionally abuse people. He was like a really bad person, like extremely abusive. So Scott Benson's like, yeah, I believe Zoe Quinn. And yeah. Scott Benson talks about how he's going through therapy right now, because of his experiences with the dude. Alec Holowka was an abuser, alright? So, we have Zoe Quinn writing a very detailed accusation towards Alec Holowka. Okay, gamer bros are obviously going to claim she's lying because they all hate Zoe Quinn. Or they. Sorry. God, I'm too fucking tired for this shit. And then we have debatably the best friend of Alec Holowka coming out and saying, yeah, Zoe Quinn wasn't lying. I believe them. Not only that, though, I don't know if I can find it, but the sister of Alec Holowka also says that she believes Zoe Quinn. Because I'm pretty sure the sister of Alec Holowka isn't just, playing into the whole anti-SJW shit. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't lie about this. So yeah, Alec Holowka's sister also backed up Zoe Quinn's claims. So that's pretty big. And who else? A bunch of other people in the indie game industry who know him, who've seen him at GDC or whatever it's called, also said, yeah, the women in the indie game industry don't really like to be around this dude. It's kind of... people don't exactly... he kind of makes everyone feel uncomfortable. They don't exactly... they don't actually... They all know. Everyone knows. It's like the... It's like the Epstein thing. Or the, like Epstein and, what's his name? Weinham? What was the dude who was sexually assaulting people? Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, it's like with Harvey Weinstein. This guy is like the Harvey Weinstein of the indie gaming industry. Everyone knew, but they didn't talk about it until like the whole Me Too shit happened. So hopefully this whole scenario will have more people coming out. Harvard Weinstein. Hopefully this will have more women and men coming out and exposing sexual predators in the indie gaming industry, just like what happened with Hollywood. But nonetheless, Alec Holowka definitely did it. Lots of evidence, lots of people all agreed, like, yeah, he's a fucking creepo. He did it, all right? So, despite all that evidence, the grifters, the subhuman pieces of shit, ex-GamerGaters and anti-SJWs have pounced on this like a slab of raw meat. If we look up Zoe Quinn and sort it by this week, what you will see is a video in a language I can't read, but it says SJW on it, so, yeah, pretty sure this is going to be some anti-SJW shit, but in a different language. A video that says, Mecha Random 42 vs. Zoe Quinn, Marvel will bow before Queen Mecha. I don't know what this is about. Probably some anti-SJW shit. A video from Some Ordinary Gamers, who is pretty chuddy. He doesn't do anti-SJW content, but he's kind of a chud. He's a pretty big YouTuber. He's got 1.3 million subs, and he did a video saying Zoe Quinn needs an investigation. Haven't seen this video yet. We're going to watch it, because it's probably some dumb fucking shit. Zoe Quinn causes Night in the Woods cancel culture tragedy. So, of course, they claim it's cancel culture, when no. The guy wrote a suicide note and said he wishes no harm. He didn't deny the claims, said he wishes no harm to Zoe Quinn, and yeah. And so, yeah, and then also, like, all these fucking thumbnails. This is all really cancer. This is what you would expect. I mean, like, there's not much else to say about this. Like, I don't know. Anti-SJWs are gonna grift this shit. Hey, look! Look who it is! Hey, look! Look who it is, guys! Hey! That's nice. I can appreciate that. Yeah. Grifter's gonna grift, and they're doing it. Funny how these chuds aren't honoring the man's last wish. Well, it's funny, because they hated this dude before he killed himself, because he was, like, an online SJW dude, even though he was, like, raping people, you know? And then on top of that, let's look at... Oh, we got some spicy tweets, guys! This is the part I've been looking forward to. This is the part... Oh, man, I'm so excited to read these tweets, guys. Holy shit. This is my favorite one. You guys remember when... Yeah, we're gonna watch the Some Ordinary Gamers video, don't worry. Do you guys remember the girl that was on that, like, Weeb Nazi podcast that I went on back when I had, like, 3,000 subs or something? And, she was like, I'm not like the other girls. Do you remember that chick? Like, she liked to say she was, like, saying the N-word and the F-slur a shit ton during my stream, because I guess she wanted to get me banned, because they thought I was on Twitch. And she was like, I'm not like the other girls. We have, to start with, a not like the other girls. Let's read this. I'm a gamer female, or I'm a female gamer, a sex abuse survivor, and hashtag Zoe Quinn is a murderer. She does not represent women. You should not believe her. I believe survivors. I believe women who want justice for their abuse. Hashtag Zoe Quinn is not one of those women. So that's what we're starting with. And this has 1K likes too. That's what we're starting with here. Okay, then we have Lethal Lightning saying, fuck SJWs, fuck cancel culture, fuck Zoe Quinn. Oh my god. Okay, listen. This is fucking stupid, alright? Then this irrelevant nobody who I have no idea who this person is. Who commented on this? CW death, reactionary fuckheads trying to... Okay, this is a good one. Zoe Quinn deleted their Twitter. Yeah, good meme. Deleted their Twitter account because their abuser committed suicide instead of facing the repercussions of their actions. If you need a demonstration of how toxic gamer culture is, and oh, this is a good one. Okay, that gets a like. You're cool. But yeah, so basically, a lot of people, a lot of chuds right here. We've got the quartering, of course, the fucking quartering. So Zoe Quinn's quest for clout led a man to kill himself today. This is her legacy. You know, saying her. I will do a video on it, and it'll be on the idea of this bullshit Me Too. Oh no. And not talking about him directly much. Heading downstairs now. God. I really, really, really want to debate the quartering. I wish he hadn't pussied out of, like, a debate. So for those of you guys who don't know, the quartering pussied out of a debate with me. Oh, fuck, Vosh just uploaded his take on ContraPoints. We gotta watch that. Or I'll watch it off stream probably, while I play a while. I want to see how his take lines up with mine. He probably wasn't as... I feel like I was a little hard on ContraPoints. But I don't know, we'll see. So, quite a while back... I think the VOD is unlisted, so I don't know. Quite a while back, I did a stream that was a viewer call-in stream. Okay, here it is. So back when I had, like, no subscribers, I had, like, 3K subs, and that's being generous. I did a stream where I talked about the quartering being a YouTube plague. Right? God, my thumbnails look so fucking bad back then. Holy shit. I talked about the quartering being YouTube cancer, or YouTube plague, okay? An apt statement. And then I did a 5-hour stream doing call-ins and debates with my fans. It was a fun thing. It was pretty fun. And I was drunk as shit, I was tired, and I was about to end my stream, but then suddenly, the quartering came into my chat and said he wanted to debate me. So, oh yeah, it got very dislike bombed. It has 56, it's almost overwhelmingly dislikes. So, I was able to debate him for about 5 minutes before suddenly my sound cut out. Cinny and the quartering could hear me, or I think it was Chad was in the call with me, I don't know. The quartering could hear me, but I couldn't hear anything. Like, I couldn't hear, like, it was weird. So, YouTube videos wouldn't load for some reason. I couldn't open up a YouTube video, and it would basically just, it would just fucking buffer. And I couldn't hear anything from any source of sound on my computer. So I was like, hey, hold on a minute. I'm going to restart my PC. Can you wait here for a minute? Restart it. I'm back in like less than 2 minutes because my computer's very fast. And he's gone. So I go to his stream and I type in the chat and I'm like, hey, can we reschedule a redo for this debate because it was kind of out of nowhere and I had some technical difficulties. And he says, sure. And I'm like, how about next Friday? And he says, sure. And so in the meantime, I keep up an email chain with a friend of his, somebody who's like very prominent in his community. And she's like, yeah, totally. I'll make sure he knows. And he agrees to debate me on the next Friday. And so the next Friday, or the next Thursday, the day before, I do a stream, a quartering debate prep stream, where I spend 3.5 hours getting very prepared for this debate. Literally writing down what he says and the evidence against his claims so that I can unquestionably pin him down on shit. Because I'd already known for a fact that he's slippery, and he's slimy, and he backpedals out of everything. So here I am, God, I looked fucking gross, Jesus. Here I am, writing up what his claims, and writing up my responses, and then I always, like, I put, like, a link to, or a source to my claims. I did this for literal hours. On stream. He must have seen this stream. He must have seen how fucking prepared I was, because then he promptly pussied out. Very promptly pussied out. But yeah, I mean, if he was ever down, he won't agree to it, because he knows I'd fucking destroy him. This is the dude who, God, please pause. This is the dude who we're about to watch the video of in a little bit. But yeah, he is a grifter and a piece of shit. Fuck you, Quartering. Debate me, or you're a pussy. And then, of course, the fucking Ralph retort saying, I don't believe any allegations that come from Zoe Quinn. They are one of the biggest documented liars and scammers we have online. If others choose to, that's fine, though. Pretty, like, Howard, like, pretty shitty thing to say either way. Like, even if you say, I don't believe it, but if you want to believe it, that's fine, you're still a problem. This is a very well-substantiated claim. This isn't like some random bullshit, like SJW stuff. It was highly collaborated. All of these people are rape apologists. I feel completely confident in saying the Quartering is a rape apologist. The Quartering loves rape. The Quartering loves rape. I mean, he said the Me Too movement is bullshit. I mean, I gotta say, you must really love rape if you think a bunch of people coming out about, you know, rich people exposing, like, or actors exposing rich people in high places of power, exploiting their power in order to sexually assault people and get away with it. If you think that's bullshit, or if you think people coming out about that is bullshit, then yeah, you're a rape apologist and you like rape. All these anti-SJWs, all these gamer bros having these takes, they're rape apologists and they love rape. They all love rape. Kofefe. The Quartering is rape. He is a rape. Didn't some take advantage of the Me Too movement, though? Yes, they did. A lot of chuds did take advantage of the Me Too movement because they can say, that rich Jews are doing it. So yeah, they do like to blame Jews. I forgot about that. You're right.